Here with men's soccer coach Pete Watkins. Coach, it's hard to believe that Saturday and Sunday are your final two men's soccer games of the season. It seems like we were just talking about the preseason, just last week, and here it has flown by. Talk a little bit about the season, because really it's been a bit of a roller coaster. You head into the last weekend on a high with a win and a draw against St. Thomas. So talk a little bit about the season to this point.
Yeah, I think you said it exactly right. It's been up and down. We started great. We're really pleased with our preseason camp and our first few games. We hit a grind where we lost a couple of one-goal games, a two-goal game to Luther, but essentially a one-goal game. And those are really tough losses for our guys to stomach. What I look at in the league is the best two teams this year, McAllister and St. John's. I think they were a class above everybody and a class above us. Every other team we've played in the MIAC, it's been a one-goal game or a 0-0 draw or something like that. So, that part's frustrating. We didn't close the gap the way we thought we would. But I have a lot of respect for our young guys and some of our older guys for the heart that they've shown and the work that they've put in.
How nice is it as you head into the last two games to be coming in the way you are? You beat Martin Luther 5-2, a convincing, or 3-0, a convincing win there, and then you go to St. Thomas and you get a 1-1 draw against the Tommies. Really, in a game that we've talked about that could have very easily been a Cardinal victory. But you head into these last two games really kind of on a nice roll.
Yeah, absolutely. It's credit to our guys. They had to respond from a tough situation. We had just had to make some lineup changes and some leadership changes in our team. That's where the season was, and it could have gone one of two ways. And the way it went is fantastic. The guys haven't lost since we made that change from a leadership and a starting lineup standpoint, and they've really responded to that. And our young guys have stepped up really well. James Drescher got a huge goal for us up at St. Thomas, and frankly, we deserved the one, if not two, PK calls on handball. So it was great to get some points off St. Thomas. Our play against Martin Luther was very good. 3-0 is a good scoreline, but I was more impressed with the way we played and the way everybody played. We're starting two freshman center backs, which is like starting a freshman quarterback in football. And they've responded really well. So I've been really pleased with that, and we do have some momentum going into the weekend. And
let's talk a little bit, we'll break the weekend down. MIAC finale against Carleton on Saturday at Northfield. What can we expect for there?
Yeah, it's going to be interesting for them. They're in the playoffs. There's some jockeying for position, but a lot of stuff's kind of set with the way things play out this year. And they're always a team that we tend to have kind of some spicy games with. There's just kind of a combatancy to it between both teams, which is part of college athletics. Obviously, we're playing at their place and on the road and on grass and all that, so we've got to rise to the challenge. They're a good team and a well-coached team, and I think that's why you like playing in the MIAC, is you get to see those types of opponents.
And then Sunday, you close out the season against Finlandia, Senior Day. It's going to be an interesting Senior Day for you in that you have 11 playing seniors, plus you've got Christian Brito, who's also graduating. That's a big class.
It is, yeah. There's a big group, and like I said in the Senior Salute, they all took different paths to get to Senior Day, but they're all there. And it's been really neat to watch them develop, not just as players, but as young men. You look at Evan Claffey, you look at Cody Baylaw, those guys are in a position to actually set some records on Senior Day if things go well for them. So I think that's kind of neat. And along with being the type of athletes that they are, they're great students. They're guys that 5-10 years from now, they're going to be out in the real world and be successful and all that. And all of our seniors have contributed in different ways, and it's been fun. Just kind of like a family, everybody takes on a different role in your family. If everyone does the same job, it's pretty boring. And they've all done different things for us, and it's been great to see. Guys like Joe Bosco are battling through some injuries right now, trying to find a way to close out his season. Unfortunately, we did lose Mike Tabar to a MCL sprain, which is very unfortunate. He's been playing great and also has been a great leader for us. But it's been good to watch those guys. We're going to miss them for sure. We're also, frankly, it's time to turn the page in our program. We've got some great young players that have been kind of sitting and waiting and taking on some different roles, and they're ready to step up and rise to the challenge as well. So it will be a bittersweet day, but we're looking forward to our performance.
Season comes to a close this weekend. You're at Carleton at 1 o'clock on Saturday, and then you're back home Senior Day against Finlandia on Sunday at 2 o'clock. Good luck, Coach.
Thank you.